Fears are a very human experience. They exist only here in the third dimension, and of course in the fourth, which is a reflection of the third. And if you have realized that you have fears to work on, you have already made the first step towards releasing them. You see, we do not come on earth with fears. There is no child born with fears. We build them here. Then how does this happen? Fears are a result of creating our personality as individuals. The word individual itself comes from divide. In other words, it is something that separates us from the other world. And as many as we are on earth, as many personalities there are. This is what forms the character of the person and makes each one of us unique. Unique in our own illusions. And all this is the creation of the human ego, which takes us to the fear again. Each fear is actually a result of the work of the ego. You will see that people who have lots of fears, they often suffer from depressions. They feel different, and no one can actually understand them. Why is all this difference? It is again a game that the ego plays with us, making us feel different and unique in a way. In fact, we are all the same by essence. And if we all shed our personalities, we will be able to perfectly understand each other. There will be no need of speech to do so, because we become transparent to each other in a way. But the ego is what creates this layer around us, paints us in different colors so that we can play a certain role in this whole theater. And the role is as per what will serve most humanity. If it is difficult to you to understand how feeling different is a result of the ego, observe yourself in different situations and try to analyze what you see. How many times you say or think, I? Or do you often ask God, why me? I am is the expression of the first, the root chakra, and it is essential for being balanced and well-grounded. But it can very easily overtake the whole being and become the center of all we are. The ego can express itself in many different ways and aspects, which are difficult to be understood. It is not just what we are taught and generally explained about it, because the ego is as complex as one's personality and character. By essence, we are all one. We are not to be divided by any means, individuals. But this is part of the reason we come to Earth, to experience something we are not able to experience anywhere else in the universe. Fears are formed as a protective mechanism of our true essence against what the ego is trying to build. And so, the bigger the ego is, no matter how it will be expressed, the more fears are. I myself have been fighting with fears most of my life. Perhaps I have been living free of fears the first 5 and the last 5 years of my life. I am 38 now. So, you can see how long I have been living in the vibration of fear and depression for that reason. Then, what is the way to let go of fear? The answer is easy. Shedding the ego layer by layer will release you from this prison. And I do not wish to say the ego is something bad. There are just many layers and different aspects of it. We need the ego to keep us safe and grounded while here on earth. But by no means it should overtake our entire life. There is a healthy balance to be maintained. So if you wish to let go on your fears, just focus on the ego. Analyze it, observe it, experiment. Whatever technique you choose, you will see that healing this part of your being will bring you freedom from fear too. Letting go of fear will change your life, I promise you. Only then you will finally feel true happiness and infinite love for all and everything surrounding you. It is the greatest gift you can do for yourself. Namaste, Divine Being of Sun.